This is early in the game. Cleveland's first series or first drive, second series. 21 personnel, I formation. They're going to run ISO, I think, to get on the mic here. So B gap ISO. Houston's going to get jumped by the left tackle and driven outside. Cleveland does have two receivers to Houston's side, and the weak linebacker does a good job shooting that gap, taking on that block. Cleveland manages to pick up 4. But this play is important because it'll illustrate something about Houston that we'll look at next. Now we're in the third quarter, and the Colts have a 2-deep safety or half-field split coverage on the back end. This time the will ends up having to cover. You can see that motion. And now watch how Houston responds. Same formation, 21 personnel, I formation. They're going to run ISO once again. He remembers this jump by the left tackle. Little jab step, beats him inside. Now, a lot of times you'll see the mic read what the end does here and get over the top, but he doesn't need to in this instance. Watch how athletic Houston is. It gets inside the tackle, then again outside the lead block here, and he's going to set the edge his way, force the back inside. Watch it again. Tackle's going to block away from him. He's going to surf flat. Watch how he gets outside of that little pitch to the wide out. I also think he's very attentive in these situations to the backfield action. Doesn't overreact or chase. Sort of a pseudo 2 gap. He's in his gap and he gets out wide, forces the back or the wide receiver in this case back, and they lose a yard. This is zone to his side with some misdirection in the backfield. Love how he's able to kind of work inside out and set the edge that way. Watch him sink his hips, press the tackle outside, and then swim to get inside of him and set the edge. This is a great picture of him locking out with one arm the left tackle and forcing the cutback by the back. We'll look at Houston as a pass rusher in the same game. I thought it was a great battle between he and this left tackle. This guy can play a little bit. You'll hear me talk about the left arm of the tackle a lot. And that's a big part of what you see Houston working against. Houston also likes to kind of work upfield, shoot this inside arm. You can see he's very successful here, getting it right under the pec, getting his hands off first, able to drive the tackle back, and then defeat the outside arm. And you get a sense, a small sense here of his ability to kind of shake that and bend and flatten just a little bit to pressure the quarterback back. Watch it again. Here again, we see the left tackle shooting that outside arm. Nice feet. Yeah, this guy can play. And you're going to see Houston as this contest goes on more and more cognizant of that. You can see his left or his inside arm shoots high, and pretty good pop backward from the tackle's outside arm. You can see that arc of his left leg, Houston's left leg there, just kind of get under him a little bit too far, and he goes down. Watch it again. Here it is again, good quick feet by this left tackle, and just a powerful shoot of that outside arm. So it's a constant struggle to beat that tackle's arms. Watch him get both hands inside here, knock that arm away. And then that guy resets and shoots his arm again. Not sure what happens here. It looks like Houston's kind of clubbing at that inside arm, trying to grab the outside arm, and he just loses his balance. But the ball's out quick here. As the contest wears on, more of the same from these two. The left tackle shooting that left arm, and Houston getting more and more aware of defeating it. He's waiting on it, swats down, grabs the elbow. This time he recovers nicely, does the tackle with his inside arm. Right there, stops Houston's feet. Watch it again. Here we go. He's been working against this tackle all day. Fourth quarter, about 7 to go, third down. Watch him attack the outside arm and shoot his inside arm. And watch the transition here, how quickly he beats him inside and how violently he finishes. We'll look at that from the overhead angle because that's a nice sight to see. He waits on the shoot here. Watch him grab underneath the elbow, raise it up. Again, the inside arm. His inside arm is shooting. Watch how quickly he transitions as he drives the tackle off balance, beats the tackle's inside arm, and just tosses him aside. Watch the athleticism here. This jump toward the quarterback. I looked at this in a video earlier, I think, the same play. But he's got the number 80 across the middle, if not for this hit. So this is a big tide-turning play. Watch it. Specifically, watch the quarterback's reaction here after Houston nails him. Kind of the aftermath. I noticed him dropped twice versus Cleveland. On this particular drop, he seems very disinterested. And they get home with a blitz. Doesn't offer anything in terms of feigning a rush. And you can see him kind of eyeball what's going on with the tight ends, if there's any kind of crossing routes, these kinds of things. But you like to see him kind of get upfield a little bit and then backpedal. If 13 comes across behind him here and the rush doesn't get home, there's a window for the quarterback to throw. So, again, just pretty disinterested. A little bit better on the second one. You do see him get into the throwing lane and deflect this football. Again, not much in terms of a fake rush. And you do see him eyeball to see what's coming across. Does a good job, I think, with his eyes, staying home on this boot and then dropping. Finding the football and getting in the throwing lane.